Hello ladies and gents, the first reactions to No Time to Die are now online. A day before its release. That's always a concern. It genuinely is when there are embargoes that close to its release. Yeah, normally it's a concern. I myself will be watching this tomorrow and I will bring you my review. But as always with these big temporal properties, I like to go through the initial reactions so we can all get a well-rounded opinion of it, albeit somewhat biased from this critical response, I guess you could say. We do have a Jasper cameo, looking like a dude as always. Now, this is kind of what you'd expect it to be, overwhelmingly positive with some negatives thrown in there, which they obviously won't elaborate on until they can, like, actually elaborate on them. Where I believe the embargo was lifted today. These reactions dropped last night, and then the embargo is today, which is a day before its release. I cannot stress that enough. That is a concern. It always is. It signifies that people are not that, the studio is not that enamored with the property, or it could be, which is quite rarely the case, they want to avoid spoilers. I mean, it's Daniel Craig's James Bond, how much spoilers can you get? So let's dive into it, right? Josh Harrowitz, No Time to Die is very good. I'm more relieved than anything else. I was worried going in. It sounds like they had a low bar to beat then, doesn't it really? It's somehow the silliest and most serious Daniel Craig outing. Mostly the former. So it's the silliest. Not overly sure whether I like that. And there are some other reviews in the mix which quote it being sort of Roger Moore-esque. No Time to Die is mostly nonsense. Roger Moore level absurd plot. But I love Roger Moore and was in the mood for a ridiculous plot. Craig is great, though the ending tries to go for something poignant and heavy, and I wasn't into that part. So I would say that this is actually quite mixed as a review, and you have to be really into the Roger Moore stuff in terms of the absurd plot levels to, I guess, vibe with this. As a movie, it would seem. Now, this is interesting. Ana de Armas is quoted as being great, but only in one scene. I thought this was the, Jane Bond era. What's going on? Give Ana de Armas every role ever. I wish she was in No Time to Die more, but my god, she was perfect, hilarious, and a badass. I love her. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is heavily felt, and that's a great thing. And Daniel Craig, wow, bravo. 007, bravo. Ana de Armas, honestly, you can do anything to me. I would not mind. I'll see her in anything. Absolutely stunning. But sadly not in this that much, so I won't be seeing her that much in this, which is a shame. Because again, they quoted this as being the sort of wokest Bond ever, and always a lie, isn't it? Alex Rittman drops in and says, very much enjoyed No Time to Die. Amazing stunts, car chases, and really fun dialogue. You can spot Waller-Bridge's additions, but it definitely needed more Ana de Armas. The bloody hottest... Did they do this on purpose? The hottest woman in it. Can't give her much screen time. Feminists wouldn't like it. But it definitely needed more Ana de Armas. Her and Lashana Lynch are both great, but Armas' bit is just too short. It's also at least 30 minutes too long. So the movie is actually 30 minutes too long, but sadly, not enough Ana de Armas. Right. Eric On says, everyone's going to be talking about No Time to Die's ending, but it's the opening minutes which reminded me of Joe Wright's Hannah that stands out as its best, and make it clear that there is life beyond the franchise's most familiar beats. That's not a bad thing. I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, we'll just kind of see how that one pans out. Tessa Smith says, No Time to Die is everything I wanted and more. A great farewell to Daniel Craig, but honestly I wanted more Rami Malek. Yes, it's long, but whenever it felt like it was about to drag, it jumped right back in with adrenaline, action-packed from the start. Classic Bond. But that is really dependent on whether the storyline is grabbing you, because some people have said it is 30 minutes too long, and if that is the case, then alas, it did not grab them. Right, here we go. Jacqueline says, the absolutely perfect way to bid farewell to Daniel Craig's time as 007. No Time to Die throws back to every element that made his introduction in Casino Royale so iconic. A perfect blend of old and new. Buckle up, y'all. This is as good as Bond can get. Really? This is the epitome of Bond. This is the perfect Bond. Is it really? I'm sure we can do better than that in future. Matt Donnelly says, Ana de Armas hands down best part of No Time to Die. Tragically, only in one sequence. Funny and sexy, and she gets to blow stuff up. I mean, come on now. That must have been a plot by some very angry women with, you know, head shaved and blue hair, because they didn't want a stunning woman to be in the movie too much. But anyway, here we go. No Time to Die was worth the wait. Beautiful visuals, killer action, and probably the most emotional Bond film to date. It's needlessly complex, not a positive, which makes it feel very long, but the extra time and story gives its final act the added gravitas needed to set it apart from the rest. Well, let's hope so, because Daniel Craig's Bond has been very up and down. Very, very up and down. It does need to separate itself. No Time to Die was a really enjoyable out of 10 for me, from Brandon Katz. I mean, sure, no specific reason why, but yeah, whatever. This one here from Simon Thompson says, No Time to Die might not be the Bond you're expecting, but it's the Bond that we need to round out the Craig era. Interesting. It delivers what you want. What? It might not be the Bond you're expecting, but it delivers what you want. How? If it's not the Bond we're expecting. And packs a genuine emotional punch. It delivers the trademark beats with some bold, brave, and fresh creative choices. Avoid all spoilers. Sure. I mean, I thought a lot of this had been spoiled anyway. Whatever. No Time to Die needs more time to process, but I really liked it a lot. Definitely better than Quantum and Spectre. Not hard to do. If Daniel Craig's most grounded and, dare I say it, most intimate take on James Bond with a powerful, unexpected, and very emotional payoff. Definitely worth the wait. Let me guess what he dies. Walking out of 007 No Time to Die screening, man, what a fitting farewell to a brilliant James Bond. Humour, action, romance, high stakes. Excellent direction by Fukunaga. Tip of the cap to Daniel Craig. Thank you for your service. Alright then. We're rounding these out now. This one from Sean Keane says, No Time to Die is absolutely wild, with joyously epic action, excellent supporting characters, an emotionally gripping story that caps off Daniel Craig's time as James Bond magnificently. I can't wait to hear what people think. And it does currently have a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes with 42 reviews. Not that good, actually. Only 42 reviews and at 90. That could go down or massively up. No Time to Die, the Craig era ends with a whimper. There's no reason for this to be as long as it is. Rami Malek's bad guy is a total snooze, and the movie itself just feels oddly inert. Oh well, we'll always have Casino Royale. And this is the thing. Even the most positive ones are quoting pacing issues, it being too long. A lot of people like the action, but there are things which you can pick up through this which are negatives. Now, Peter Howell rounds out our sort of reviews here, and he says, No Time to Die, plot follows hard on Spectre. Not that good then. But elaboration, risk, spoilers, suffice to say it confirms Daniel Craig's greatness as an actor. One who has elevated franchise material that hasn't always been his equal. A magnificent performance. I actually really like Daniel Craig as an actor. If you don't like him, go watch Layer Cake. Great in that. Really, really, really good in that. So there you go, ladies and gents. It is mixed, I would say. A lot of it is resoundingly positive, but in those resoundingly positive slant reactions, you can see pacing struggles, you can see characters tragically underused that were the best part, Ana de Armas, and yeah, a lot of people saying that the villain's not all that good either. But there you go. I mean, I would say mixed to positive. Mixed to positive is probably about right. I'll be watching this tomorrow, and my review will be out tomorrow, so please do stick around for that. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.